Hey, all dirty Distaggio back at you with a video, and you might be wondering, what in the heck is a strange device hovering in front of you? And this is the future, guys. This is why I took off so much time. This is why I sacrificed my YouTube account. This is for the good of mankind. I kid you not. But what you might be noticing right now is there's no music on in the background. And if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know there's always something in the background. I never play game music. I almost always play some sort of song. So let's just cue up my intro music, which is kind of got a Celtic theme to it, right? An Irish Celtic theme. Hence the green color here. So let me just turn it down here so we can fade in here. I'm going to click this button. Just watch. And then let's fade in. Ah, there it is. Many of you have come to love this song. This is my intro music that I've been playing for quite some time now. And let's just turn that off because you know what? I'm feeling a little bit aggressive. You know, I'm feeling an emotion, okay? And the color of that emotion is anger or high energy or battle time or, you know, Guild Wars. It's time for Guild Wars right here. This is how you activate Castle Clash Guild Wars. So as you can see, this music is a little angrier. It almost feels industrial. It's definitely dirty. You can barely hear me over this. Okay, it's so loud. You know, let's turn that off. And let's just say maybe we feel, you know, a little happier. Still high energy, but not quite as like, oh, in your face, but more like we're going on a boss fight or something. Or let's do, you know, let's do this one here. We got yellow. Oh man, reggae, come on. We are feeling chillin'. We're chilling out with our friends, our guild mates, you know, something like that. This again, my intro music. But let's just say we're sad. You know, we've all had those days. We've all had those days in our life. You know, we just are sad. And we just want to cry. We need someone's shoulder to cry on. Alright, let's see if that's not sad enough for you. I can go to the left blue here. Okay, I'm just going to play that one for you. Oh man, this is just serious. I'm getting all emotional. My subscribers, I love you. You are my soul and you complete me. And please stop unsubscribing. I know you hate Hearthstone, but just let me toy with your emotions here for a few more minutes. Just bear with me here, you know. We've lost that friend of ours or an animal and we want to cry. We've had a bad day. We got fired. We got a bad grade. We got slapped by our significant other. Which happens to me more often than not. Let's turn that off. Okay, light blue is sort of like down tempo, but not necessarily like ultra sad. So let's go light blue. And this is the song I think of when I'm playing like League of Legends. Like this is like the I feel like this should have been the League of Legends song. It's also a great song for if you play a game called Call of Champions. Again, I'm gonna turn that audio down. It's a little bit loud because I want you to hear me here. And you know, pink is an interesting color. Pink sort of represents the silly in all of us, or maybe a special need. So I'm gonna turn up the volume so this one kicks on right away. But you know, we've all had that moment in a game where it's like LOL, WTF, you know, or like you just got seriously owned, or it's just a circus, all right? Okay, so it's like circus polka. And, you know, everyone needs a little country, right? I mean, just, you gotta throw it in. Kind of more like blues, I guess. There's a country song somewhere on here, but you know, we've all felt those blues. You know, we had our opponent down to 2 health. Or, you know, this is like, you know, you got to, you know, expedition, 10th person, your team wiped on that 10th battle of the day, right? That's that one right there. And this purple one this one's important. This is like the dirty Distaggio button. This is like the dirty funk. This is like, I just won something awesome. I just won something I shouldn't have. Or I just won. And this is like my win song. This is the win song. It's got to be right here because these are my lose songs. Right, the pink on my lose. Now you can't see these colors now. I have a solution for that. But let me just take you back here a minute. Take you back on why I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this because back in the early days of YouTube, what people would be doing is they'd be recording on, let's say, a Google Nexus 7, like myself. They'd be using an application called SCR Pro on a rooted Android device, and you'd be commentating into the microphone like, "Hey guys, Dirty Distaggio here. Just gotta get this boss one dead. We got to kill this boss one and whatnot." And it was kind of ridiculous how low quality those videos were, but it was still fun. And that my first 40 videos I made I didn't even realize you could monetize YouTube. And there's no joke there. I had no idea. And even once I realized you could, it didn't really matter because no one was watching me. Everyone was watching San 7. This was the San 7 Dirty Distaggio glory days. We were all growing, hundreds and hundreds of subscribers a day, and it was awesome. And the game was new and exciting and awesome and whatnot. And then I changed other games. Anyways, I'd never liked the quality. I'm a film video production major, and I just thought it was too low quality. It just I didn't like it. I needed to do something different, maybe just to differentiate myself, but mainly because I just didn't feel like my videos were high enough quality for me. I'm used to making film, live action films, in college, and I desired a high production quality. That means entertaining, and it attracts people to your videos if they have a higher quality. And so that what I did then separately, I record the video track separately without audio. I just record something like a boss fight or something. Then I bring it into video editing software, and I would then record my narration, my commentary. So a commentary track got laid over. And then I would either do this first or last, but then I would add music in the background, and I would turn off the game music. Okay, and I would just play my own music and intro musics and things like that. And that was sort of my phase 2, right? So phase 1 was recording raw, real rough audio, real terrible. Phase 2 was then taking and editing. Now phase 3 is kind of what everyone's doing right now, and I demand something better than what is currently being done. What's currently being done are people are turning on their game in BlueStacks and recording 10, 20 minutes every day and releasing a video. And while a lot of people like that, a lot of people have been demanding that of me, I feel like that's a good method, but it's just not there. It's too hard to put in the sounds, the emotion into it. And so what this device allows, okay, in my phase 4, what we'll call the Dirty Distaggio Ultra Super Awesome phase, is it allows me to play songs as I feel an emotion during a game. For example, I just got slammed to death in HearthStone, so I'm going to play the blue button. Okay. Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Turn that up a little. Why me? Nice. And so what it does is it allows me to trigger sounds based on what I'm feeling at the time, which allows me to create faster videos that what was happening in the past, in sort of my phase 2 when I was laying in all these tracks separately, it would take about an hour per 10-minute video. That's too much of a grind. That's just too difficult. So with this new way, this is the way of my future. This is a method. Now, how I'm going to get it onto the screen, you might ask, because if you can see this, if I'm holding the device down here, what's my problem? Exactly, you don't see it. You don't see it. And that's what took me the solution was so ridiculously simple. Add another webcam. Not one, this is one, but add another webcam. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to put this device on this custom-built stand that I created, and then I am going to turn on my pad cam. I call it the pad cam because this is my sound pad. And now it's not exactly perfectly lined up, but just with a few quick adjustments, you can see that you can now see, and the colors actually come through here in this view. They weren't coming through in this camera, but they are coming through in this camera. See, they're both running simultaneously right now. And now, when you feel sad, let's not feel sad. Let's feel reggae. That's yellow. There we go. Come on, we feel this way right now because you're so excited about this. Okay, let's say we want to go to the right yellow button. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing that button again. to turn it off, and then and then I can hit this next yellow one to turn on that sound. This is sort of like, we're going on an adventure, Frodo. Let's go get my precious. And then this right one, these two green ones are both Celtic, sort of Irish themes. So here's the one that you hadn't heard. This is my intro music right here, this one over here. So again, I can turn this one off and turn this one on. And again, that's my intro music. And let's see, did we play this one? So you got the left orange. It's sort of your, I guess, like your boss battle song is what I think of it. The right one is also sort of a high energy African type drum. Just like we just drank a lot of caffeine and we are bouncing around in our heads. Or literally bouncing around. Let's just, maybe we could do that. And then the upper right one is, oops, see how I did there? I turned it off. This is another sort of high energy one. And the right light blue song, which I hadn't played yet. Oh, kind of makes me want to cry too. And then, of course, as I mentioned, the two sort of my these are like my lose buttons. So one is the lose silly, and it's kind of got this like, I don't know, like some sort of trippy, weird polka music or something. Clown. It's clown music. It's clown music, is what it is. We just lost in a ridiculous way. That occasionally happens in all games. And this is the blues. We lost, and we legitimately lost, and we're just feeling the blues. Right? And then, of course, my win button is purple. So you see how I can toggle through songs? And by the way, this is one sound bank. This is 15 sounds. It's this white button. Sorry, you probably can't hear me. This white button, so this is my volume control knob. Blah, 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 blah. This white button is an all stop. Okay? So it stops everything that's running. And then these buttons down here are other banks of sound. Okay, which are coded, but I don't want to confuse y'all right now, if you know what I'm saying. This is like more than enough for you, right? I don't even know what the heck this video was. I mean, this wasn't even a game video. It is a game video. This is the Casual Class game update of your future video. Or HearthStone. It's really both. But anyways, that's... I don't know if it's going to work, but if you don't watch my next video, you'll never find out. And if you do watch my next video, you'll find out. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.